Hey, how's it going? With just a few days till the release of the game, there is a lot of questions and developers have answers for us. So we're going to be diving really quickly in this video, cover as much as we can so you guys are up to date. One of the things is going to be pre-download, a lot of fixes and also a lot of lessons they learned from a previous ARPG game. You guys probably know Diablo 4. So a lot of things that the developers dove into it, which is very good to know before you jump into the game. So let's dive into this. Now, the developers are expecting, hear me out, over 1 million players at not a launch, but of course at early access on December the 6th. Now, remember, early access, I believe, starts at 10 a.m. Pacific or Central Time. I can't remember which one it is, but it's going to be on December the 6th. So expect that. But we're going to also be talking about when you are going to be able to pre-download. So that already is crazy. 1 million players. And guess what? They're expecting on release on 2025 over 2 million. It's crazy. Anyway, so next, we're going to be moving into a lot of questions that you guys may have, and this is in regards with Path of Exile 2 launching into early access soon. We've had a lot of players asking pre-download to ensure they can play at launch. To accommodate this, we'll be making a standalone PC client available for download at 5 p.m. December the 5th. That is going to be about 18 hours before the launch of the game. So that should give you enough time. But this is not what I wanted to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you about the official statement from the developers about Path of Exile 2 early access pre-download information. And let's take a look at it here first. We're able to see that launching into early access soon. So we've had a lot of players asking for the pre-download to ensure that they can play on launch. To accommodate this, we're asking to standalone PC, as you guys are able to see there, and it's going to be releasing also have a few remaining files that you will need to update as well. So have that in mind. So, and then they went on to say that the following. So after downloading the Path of Exile 2 client, you won't be able to log in until early access launches at 11 a.m. on Friday, December the 6th PST. So that is going to be 11 a.m. PST. So that's going to be 12 Central and so on Friday. So there you go, guys. We have the full weekend to just hit it hard. And also, drop it in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this pre-download? And also, if you got any tips for anyone that is watching this video for the first time, they want to know if they want to pick up this game, what tips you guys want to give them. Sound it off in the comments. Then we also have the client download will be available through the Path of Exile website, but we'll also be providing it torrent with the client download at the same time. I don't hear anything about PC, which is Steam. So hopefully they do mention that maybe tomorrow or today, later today. We're still looking into making pre-download available for other platforms that will be updated to this post and then become available. Cool. So we'll just keep coming to this link. I'll post it in the description. It's pathofexile.com forum view thread 3591 1631, and just keep re-downloading this, and you guys are able to see there the updated platforms. We have Xbox pre-download already available. The PlayStation Founders Pack should go live 24 hours before the early access starts. Purchasing one of those packs will allow you to pre-download on PS5. So that already has been updated because they had said that that was not going to be available. So that is good to know. Now, let's jump into the following. And this got to give a big shout out to, you know what? It's here also on X. So I'm just going to give him a shout out on X if you guys want to go pay him a visit. Hey, you know what? Thank you. That's the least I could do for you, bro. You weren't very kind enough to just pretty much summon this. Now, let's dive into it. New information from POA developers interview with Jonathan at Zizaran. Now, if a stash is equivalent to exist on PO1, you will get it on PO2. If it doesn't, currently, you don't get anything, but the mechanics say blindly gets added to the tab will be 2. Next one is going to be Jonathan Jonathan is not a big fan of squad tabs. Items are too small and hard to see. He understands that their utility far outweighs this for the for most of the people that are going to be playing. Then we went on to say another one is Jonathan thinks things target dummies are hard design wise because of the resist armor. What about no stats at all? That's the question, right? So, or possibility a normal mob and a boss. Jonathan is not supposed to be supposed to adding something like this in the future. Then we got another one, which is going to be you cannot portal out boss fights. You cannot change your equipment during the boss fight. So you guys already know that. So before you get into a boss fight, or before you start playing the game, now you know that you cannot get out of a boss fight. However, you can log out of boss fight. You have the option to spawn back at the previous checkpoint instead, or back to the boss. Essentially, you can log out and forfeit the boss fight. So that is the option that you have. No, but during the fight, you're not going to be able to, but that is something that you, if you want to do, go ahead and you have that flexibility. Now, 6 seconds disconnect timer exists. If you lag for more than 100 milliseconds, guys, 100 milliseconds is crazy. The instance is pause, lag desk protection. If this lag doesn't resolve in 6 seconds, you will be disconnected. So that is good and bad, however you want to see it. But one thing that the developers did mention is that they tested the servers and they went up to, like, I believe 1.1 or 1.6 million concurrent players. So they did this some type of a test where you stress out the server, and it seems like it handled that much up to that level. However, what type of stress level was it done? Because sometimes the developers do a different type of stress level, and it doesn't really take in account what players could be doing at the moment. So it could just be one single thing that going over and over, which may not be a good thing. So we'll see. When we start playing, we'll find out. Character's name work exactly like PoE1. No number discriminations like for accounts. After character is not logged in for 1 year, its name goes into the available pool. If someone else picks that name, then good luck, guys. So there you go. That is something good to know in case you still have time and you haven't logged into your game and you want to get that name, go for it. You still may have time depending on how old that is for you. You cannot oversocket runes, cannot replace one in already socketed. The runes are fairly common. Good souls cores are rare. Mana leash, this is really good. Mana leash exists, but only for attacks. So depending how you're going to be using it, maybe versus boss battles, that's definitely going to help you. Now, getting this is where Path of Exile 2 PoE2 raises the cap. Getting a crit cap, 100% chance to crit, is going to be harder than PoE1. So you guys already know. So hopefully we'll see that maybe it doesn't become too difficult where there's some players they just quit, because Path of Exile 2, they've done a lot of work with it being free at this moment, but not for early access. It's going to bring a lot more players, a brand new community that maybe didn't get to play PoE1, but they really are going to be playing PoE2, especially because of the controller. The controller does wonders on PoE2. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I can't really tell you and confirm that for you, but hopefully that is the case. The highest tier any mod should be something you're excited to. The highest of the light radius is tier 6. So if you find a higher tier radius item, it could potentially not even roll light radius in this. So as you guys are able to say, huge W, right? Now, we got monster abilities like triple projectile, fireballs, example, either or all crit or none of them do. They are open to changing this. Oh, now we also got more information. Player multi-prog abilities, project abilities, however, have individual crit calculation. Bosses can crit, are open to feedback on this. So you guys are able to see there. So if you guys have any feedback, let them know. Next one we're going to be able to see is monsters don't have charge since they no longer grant anything inherently anymore. Support playstyles will be much more active than PoE1, so that is going to be cool. I guess that's in a way helping for that difficulty, making it a little bit not easier, but probably more flexible, that you're going to be getting that help from your support. Ladder exists some on PoE1. It also it's a way of throw away cheats commands before they made a ladder screen. 12 years later, there's still no ladder screen. Maybe soon. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Maybe they probably will, depending on how many people are going to be playing this game. Open to expanding ladder with time to kill for bosses, etc. API work. Name in lights exists. Server white yellow text announcement for first to X zone, first to X level every 5 level. A few more things to go. If there is a massive skill tree change, every character gets a free full respect. That is something good. If there is a massive skill tree change, every character gets a free full respect. So that's good, right? But you only get one, so have that in mind. Ascending skills gain sockets for support James with character level, late 80s for 6 link. Skill tied to items roll socket for support gems on that item itself. The low life is going to be greater than 35%. Also, force move work the same as PoE1. So no separate key binding, but you can put it in your second bar open to holding it. You can also only use a tower one time. Generally, there will be always be more maps in the radius of a tower than what the tablet will buff. And then we also have Jonathan wants to make the respect action RPG and he'll keep going until he feels like he's achieved that. Hardcore characters that die go to softcore. Hardcore characters that die go to softcore. Have that in mind. And then Jonathan thinks that getting over 1 million players on E8 launch is unlikely. Unlikely, right? But you never know, guys. You never know. We might be able to reach that. He thinks that on actual launch, of course, free to play, they will go way above that. However, they synthetically, oh, that was a hard word. Tested up to 1.6. I told you guys they had tested to 1.6 millions, and also we were able to see. But the problem is they didn't tell you what exactly they tested for. So we got a few more points to go, and then we're gonna be wrapping it up. Let me know in the comment section below what do you guys think about this new information in regards to PoE2, and developers had a lot to say. Now, no Exile in 2025, so you guys already know that. Predictable and lockset networking modes still exist. There is a new hybrid mode. It's predicting networking, but tries to prevent issues that predict has desynced. Especially good for WAS, of course, we're using keyboard. Pretty much everyone at GGG plays on lockstep. So hybrid and predictive needs have more testing. Players rarity multiplicative with map rarity. Guild stats tabs will not transfer to PoE2, so you guys already know that. So we're probably gonna have to get that since guild are separate, and also PoE mobile. It's on hold. That is a great one. So there you go. Thank you once again, Empyrean up on X. Give him a shout out, guys. Visited him. And if you can't, just let him know, hey, Lizardbolt sent you. There you go. That's everything you guys need to know right now to the current pre-download, which on console looks like you can, especially on Xbox, and also on PlayStation 5. And we'll be waiting for the PC version. And also, we got a lot more information that I just went through it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also check out this other video talks about the different packs if you haven't purchased it to make your decision.